to my channel. On today's topic, we'll be talking about the grace of God upon our lives. According to Romans 12, verse 6, it says that we are given different gifts according to the grace of God to each and every one of us. Yes, just like in Matthew 25, verse 15, which says that to one, 5 gifts is being given to, then another 2, and another 1. These gifts are being given to them in accordance with their ability. So you see, as individuals, we have different grace, different level or number of grace in our lives. Mr. A may not have the same grace that Mr. B have. So in whatever we are doing in this life, we should know, or if possible, ask God for his grace, for his maximum grace upon our lives. And it's not good to do something because another person is doing it. The kind of grace that person have may be different from the kind of grace you have. So therefore, in a situation like this, what favors that person may not favor you because your grace is different. Take for instance, there are some ladies today, they will be jumping from one man to another, doing all sorts of evil things. But when it is time for them to get married, some of them will get married and start bearing children, living a successful life. But you will see other people that did the same thing that those people did. They'll be having problem as a result of what they did in their youthful age. So you see, all these things are happening that way because they don't have the same level of grace. The kind of grace this person have is quite different from the grace the other person have. That's why they're having such a different situation of life. Some are being given 5, some 2, some 1. So if you're looking up to somebody that have up to 5, while you have 1, you see that you are making a very great mistake. So you see, whatever you are doing, know it that the level of your grace may not be the same with the person you are looking up to. Yes, there are some people today, when they get to a point, you see them pass through. But some other people who have the same one head that they have will go there and they will not excel. So you see, it's based on grace. Take for instance, there's one woman that I know. This woman, when she was still single, she did all sorts of evil things, including doing series of abortion and all that. But when it is time for her to get married, she got married and started bearing children. She was doing well in her husband's house. Then she now born a girl child. She allowed the child to tread the same way she did, not knowing that her grace is not the same with that child. Today, the girl has ended up contracting HIV in her father's house. She didn't even get married, not to talk of bearing children. But her mother did tread the same path and was successful. That is because their grace is different. It's not the same. Their level of grace, the kind of grace this person have is different from the one this person have. Just like in many situations where you have many people, some guys will go into robbery, some will go scot-free, and some will be caught. That is because their grace is different. So you see, whatever we are doing in this life, it depends on the grace of God upon our life. It depends on the level of grace that we have. You will see people, the same set of people, they are doing the same kind of business. this person will be going higher every day. It's not as if that person have another thing that he's doing to attach to that business, but it's because of the grace of God upon his or her life. You see the person excelling. Another person that is doing the same business, hustling the same way he's hustling, will be going back, will not be excelling the way he is doing. So you see, all these things happens as a result of the grace of God upon our life. Let's not do things because other people are doing it. The level of grace they have may be different from the level of grace we have. So let's do things according to the level of grace upon our life and our gifts. We'll still come back to gifts, but we are talking about grace now. Make sure that person you are looking up to, you have the level of grace with the person. That is the only way you can look up to him or her and get to that level. So you see, the grace of God upon us matters so much. It matters a lot. So we'll always pray for God's grace upon our life, because it's only by his grace. Let me tell you, everything that we are doing in this life is only by the grace of God. Apart from the grace of God, many of us would have been dead by now. But because his grace abounds in us, that is why we see us excelling. That is why we sleep and wake up in a good health and sound mind. There are some of us that you just go inside your heart and a group of people will gather and do all kinds of evil things against you. But because the grace of God is upon your life, all those things they did will be a waste. You may not even know. It's only by his grace. It's only the grace of God that is upon your life that will be protecting you, saving you from the arrows of the enemies. So you see, it's only by the grace of God. We should not boast of what we are today, or what we achieved today, or what our success, because all those things is only by his grace. If not the grace of God upon our life, I don't think we'll make any headway. So you see, always pray to God for his grace, because we can only live by the grace of God. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. Please subscribe. Then like, comment, and share. And watch out for our next episode. Bye. Love you.